The Kamado Joe is designed to do one thing perfectly: hold a temperature. It's a giant ceramic insulator and it works for both hot and cold. Today I'm going to show you how to turn your ceramic grill into a cold smoke chamber and the curing method to make cold smoked salmon that is safe, delicious, and better than anything you can buy in the store.
I'm Dave, and this is Austin's Kamado Joe Masterclass.
Cold smoking is a preservation technique, not a cooking technique. Because we aren't using heat to kill bacteria, we have to use salt and cold. Before we touch the grill, we have to talk about food safety. You cannot just grab any fish for this. You need farm raised Atlantic salmon or wild salmon that has been commercially frozen. Why? Parasites. Commercial freezing kills them. If you catch a salmon in the river and cold smoke it immediately, you're taking a risk. I'm using a fresh farm raised fillet today, which is generally considered safe for raw consumption. The other option is to use sushi grade salmon that has been deep frozen. We need to draw moisture out to inhibit bacteria. This is called the cure. My go-to ratio is simple: 1 part sugar, 1 part brown sugar, and 2 parts kosher salt. For this piece of fish, I'm going to use 1 cup of kosher salt and a half cup each of sugar and brown sugar. You can add fresh cracked pepper and dill if you like a classic gravlax style. Place half of the mixture in the bottom of a non-reactive pan. Place the fish on top, skin side down. Spread the rest of the salt mixture on top. Place a small cutting board on top and weight it down with some cans if you want a denser texture. Refrigerate this for 24 hours. The texture is going to transform from soft raw fish to a firm, gummy texture. After 24 hours, rinse the fish well and pat it dry. Next, you need to let the fish dry out a bit to form a pellicle. That's a sticky, tacky layer on the surface of the fish. Smoke does not stick to wet fish, but it does stick to the pellicle. Put it back in the refrigerator, uncovered, overnight. The high in Texas today will be 65 degrees, so I'm not worried about keeping the fish below 80 degrees while it smokes. I like to use pellets to cold smoke salmon, but you just can't light a pile of pellets because that will create heat. You need to use a tube or tray designed for cold smoking. These devices are intended to burn the pellets in a slower, linear fashion from one end to the other. Smoke tubes are popular, but they don't provide smoke for a long time. A 6-inch smoke tube may only burn for 2 to 3 hours, while a 12-inch tube may burn 5 to 8 hours. I wanted 12 hours of smoke for this piece of salmon and didn't want to tear down the grill multiple times to replenish the smoke tube. So I'm using this tray instead of a tube. The idea is that you light the outer end of the spiral and it slowly burns around the tray until it hits the center, providing up to 24 hours of smoke. I filled the tray with applewood pellets and placed it in the bottom of the Kamado Joe. I lit the pellets, then blew out the flame. When I was comfortable that they were making smoke and not burning, I installed the heat deflector plates down low and then placed my grates on top. If the temperature is hovering around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, place a tray of ice directly on top of the heat deflectors. The salmon went on a wire rack on a foil covered sheet pan, and that went directly on the grates. This was 9 o'clock at night. I expected to take the salmon out of the smoker at 9 a.m. the following morning. But then this happened. I looked outside at 3 o'clock in the morning, only to discover a complete lack of smoke coming out of my Kamado Joe. I figured that the fire had gone out. I removed the fish, cooking grates, and deflector plates, only to discover that the entire tray of pellets had burned in less than 6 hours. The color of the fish should be a deep, rich reddish orange. It should not look cooked. This fish was extremely dark and smoky, but the inside was very wet near the skin and it literally fell apart. So, what happened? First, these spiral smoke trays do not work well with pellets. The walls of this tray are not solid, but rather filled with tiny holes. That caused the burning pellets to light the adjacent part of the spiral and burn through all of the pellets too quickly. The other problem is that the cure was incomplete, hence the moisture and mushy fish. I had cured it with the skin on, and that skin prevented the salt from drawing out the moisture. So I did it again. This time I used a 1-inch piece of sushi grade salmon without skin. I like using sushi grade fish for cold smoking because the size is fairly uniform throughout the whole piece. I cured it the same way as I did before and let a pellicle develop overnight. This time I used a 12-inch smoke tube. This piece of fish was considerably smaller than the last one, so I decided that 8 hours of smoke would be sufficient. I bought a package of smoke tubes that contained two 12-inch tubes. My thinking was that it would make it easier to just swap tubes when the first one went out. The first tube produced smoke for more than 8 hours, so I didn't have to swap the tubes. I removed the fish after 8 hours of smoking and refrigerated it for 3 hours. The texture of this piece of fish is perfect. It slices well and it is not wet. The smoke, however, is a little too heavy for my family. They like smoke, but in moderation. We ended up ordering a pizza one Thanksgiving because the turkey was too smoky and no one would eat it. If you're working with a small piece of fish like this, start out with 2 to 3 hours of smoke, then taste it. You can always add a little more smoke. Look at that. Salmon perfection. Smoky, buttery texture. No cooking required. That's how you make a delicious cold smoked salmon in the Kamado Joe. If you like the video, please subscribe and watch my Kamado Joe 101 playlist right now.